Hey there, and welcome back to the Golden Age of DC Comics 365. What am I doing? I'm using this book for its intended purpose, and I'm going to read a page a day, and I'm going to read it to you while I'm doing it. And you're going to end up having a conversation about comic books just for a couple of minutes a day. And that's my intent. And so, yeah, let's get to it. It is January the 25th. This is one of my all-time favorite comic book designs. Let's just get to it. I'll just show you. We'll read the page, and then we'll just continue to gawk at the art. This is Captain Marvel Jr., the sidekick to Captain Marvel, Shazam, in Fawcett Comics. Fawcett Comics was DC's competitor, their main competitor, because of their most popular character, Captain Marvel, who had the magic word Shazam. And this is part of the Marvel family. And it's interesting, in the age of these early comics, we started having the kid sidekick. And Captain Marvel had a unique approach to it with its unique world. And that's Freddie Freeman. He's Captain Marvel Jr. I'll talk a bit more about him as well. I can do that. Because we're going to read this, though, because it's January 25th, and this is our page today. And so that art was by Mac Rayboy, and this was from the cover of Master Comics number 27, June 1942. I'm presuming that Master is, Master is used instead of Mr. if you're going to send mail to a younger boy person or who identifies as male. Before they're 18 and become a legal citizen, they're not Mr. They're Master. Yeah. This is etiquette points, I believe. I mean, look at RTFM, please. Read the manual and leave a comment in the comment section, too. Continue that part of the conversation. Once again, here. This is, I feel that the coloring is a little unjust to it. The background red doesn't give much punch to his red cape. See, the primary colors of Captain Marvel is a red suit with gold trim and a white cape. Now, this takes uses a different color. Instead of red, it's blue, but we use the red on the cape instead of the white, and it's the same style of cape, which is kind of a two-layered and not a full cape, not quite a three-quarter cape. But it's an interesting cape altogether because, unlike Batman and Superman, they did not have a full cape, And so, for the caped superheroes. And let's talk about Freddie Freeman just for a second. This is his origin story. I'm just going to read from the wiki because that's the best part of tuning into YouTubers. Captain Marvel Jr., known as Shazam Jr., Freddie Freeman, is a fictional superhero originally published in Fawcett Comics and currently published by DC Comics. A member of the Marvel/Shazam family team associated with Captain Marvel/Shazam, he was created by Ed Herron and Mac Rayboy and first appeared in Whiz Comics number 25. December of 1941. Whiz Comics was the home of Captain Marvel. So that's about maybe 2 years, if they kept to a monthly publication release, as we do today mostly. Whiz Comics would have been 2 years old in December of 1941, and as America is about to enter World War II officially in the Pacific. After December of 1941. Indeed. And So So here comes some like politics in comics too, and it's not really politics, but it's more good guy, bad guy, because it was done in an age of actual Nazism and actual World War. It's his origin is interesting. He was a disabled newsboy, so that it's funny because yesterday we had a character named Gimpy, but also here's here's the next day's tale. We have another that was an unfortunate nickname they would give to someone with a motor skills problem that could either have come from a physical injury, a playground accident, or something neurological, or even something like one of the many diseases that such as polio. Could have been anything like that. But Freddie Freeman was always known for having he was on crutches in his mortal form, in his normal form. So yeah, from the beginning, and there was inclusion, and especially about wish fulfillment and about power fantasies too. I mean, these are just like we have the vocabulary now to discuss these highfalutin psychological concepts, but sometimes it was just a story telling a story, and there was something about living in a city, and you could see the kid on crutches, but little do you know that he's got a magic word, and when he says it, he's transformed into a superhero, and he goes on patrol and beats up the bad guys with his best friend, who's Captain Marvel, and his sister Mary Marvel. Hubba hubba. But I always loved the look of Captain Marvel Jr. And there's a lot of Captain Marvel in this book. So we're going to be seeing a lot more of Captain Marvel Jr. I'll be introducing you to Mary Marvel. Shazam. That's what it says on the base of the Kokobukiya Bushoujo. I butchered that, but I said it. The Bushoujo sculpture I have of Mary Marvel. Yeah, we'll meet her soon, and and that's today for our 365 days of the golden age of DC Comics from my coffee table book I've had for 2 decades. Remind me, have a sip of coffee. This has been on every coffee table I've had in the past 2 decades, and it's a good book, and I'm happy to be cracking it open with you. Leave me a comment in the comments section if you want to continue this conversation. Who's your favorite sidekick and favorite design? I like Kid Flash, too. Original Kid Flash. What an interpretation on an elaboration on the original, but says same team member, and it's really cool. But yeah, leave a comment in the comment section. Give me a thumbs up if you like this kind of content. Give me a thumbs down if you didn't. And I want to earn your subscription. I'm an amateur theologian, an ordained minister. We often talk spiritual stuff. We get spiritual. And I'm a professional line cook, so I share restaurant level hacks with you so you can make nutritious, delicious, and beautiful food at your home for your table with your loved ones. So please give me a subscription and have a great day. And we're going to be talking about comic books for the rest of the year. We really are. And so tune in tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern to see 3 p.m. Eastern to see who we're talking about tomorrow. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.